It has been 20 years since Korean American Civic Empowerment was founded in the basement of an after-school in Flushing back in 1996. Established in the wake of the LA riots, KACE has been dedicated to grassroots activism for the past 20 years, with the mission of advocating for the Korean American community's rights and interests, as well as contributing to strengthening the U.S.-Korea relations. Under the slogan, Political Empowerment of the Korean American Community, KACE consistently assisted voter registrations, delivered registration forms to the Board of Elections, and ran Get Out the Vote campaigns throughout the past 20 years. The consistent community work of KACE, such as voter registration assistance, Get Out the Vote campaign, candidate debates, voter guide booklets, voter hotline, and annual Korean American voter data analysis, demonstrated the organization of Korean American voters in our community to the mainstream America and naturally led to the grassroots movement. KACE found the means of political empowerment that suits the Korean American community and the people. In other words, grassroots. Its approach was community education and organization through the legal and systematic means that the African American civil rights movement achieved, in order to develop an influence tantamount to that of the Jewish American community. For the past 2 decades, KACE has assisted 35,000 Korean Americans to register to vote in New York and New Jersey.
LA 폭동이 일어났죠. 그리고 많은 사람들이 어수선하고 도대체 우리가 미국에서 어떻게 살아야 될 것인가 라는 부분에 대해서 참 고민이 많았던 시절입니다. 바로 20년 전이었는데 그때 여러 사람들이 모여서 우리들은 유권자 등록, 그다음에 투표 참여 캠페인부터 하자 이렇게 시작을 했습니다. 그래서 지난 20년 동안 꾸준히 토요일, 일요일 그리고 우리 한인들이 많이 모이는 행사장에서 아마 여기 계신 많은 분들이 제 얼굴을 봤으리라고 생각을 합니다. 지난 20년 동안 뉴욕과 뉴저지에서 거의 3만 5천 명 이상의 한인 유권자들을 등록시켜 왔습니다. 그것은 저희들이 가지고 있는 데이터도 다 증명을 하고 있고.
KACE had a key role in increasing the voter registration rate of Korean Americans in New York and New Jersey to over 50% since 1996, when it used to be under 5% in the first days of KACE.
When I first joined KACE, most of my work was to assist with voter registration drives. We conduct 8080 campaign, which aims to increase the voter registration rate and the turnout rate of the Korean American voters to 80%. From voter education initiatives to voter registration drives at senior centers to college campuses, from houses of worship to community events, I am really proud to be part of the team that helps our community be actively participating in elections.
Since 2004, KACE has operated the annual grassroots internship program for high school students in New York and New Jersey. By 2016, over 500 high school students have participated in the program. These students have achieved notable feats through their summer projects year after year, such as the Comfort Woman Memorial Monument in Palisades Park, the first of its kind, not only in the United States but in the world, and repealing the alternative parking rule on Northern Boulevard that helped revitalize the Korean American small businesses in Queens, New York. The power of grassroots political participation in our local community, culminated through continued voter organization, truly realized its potential on a national level through the historical passage of the Comfort Woman Resolution by the House of Representatives in 2007. Since then, KACE has engaged over 200 members of Congress on issues of the Korean American community and the U.S.-Korea relations on a regular basis. KACE delivers policy priorities on the first day of each Congress since the 111th Congress, and also hosts grassroots lobby days when special issues emerge throughout the year. Through such interactions, KACE has been steadily increasing the political footing of our community in the United States Congress. Achievements like the ratification of the Korea-United States Free Trade Agreement, visa waiver program for Korean visitors, and the urging letter to Prime Minister Abe for an apology for the Comfort Woman atrocities, co-signed by 25 members of Congress, are all results of our campaigns, based on the national grassroots mobilization and engagement of members of Congress by Korean American Civic Empowerment. With persistence, local grassroots organization translates to impacts on a national level. Thus, KACE set out to develop a platform to continue its success. In order to nationally organize the civic empowerment efforts in local communities across the country and to continually expose the Korean American community's participation, KACE started hosting the annual Korean American Grassroots Conference, or KAGC, in Washington, D.C. in 2014 and for 3 days every summer since. Inspired by APAC, American Israel Public Affairs Committee, Korean American Civic Empowerment launched a national conference to help the Korean American community develop an influence over the mainstream America on a national level, similar to that of the Jewish American community. By the third annual KAGC in 2016, KAGC has developed into a platform for over 500 community leaders each year to discuss Korean American issues as well as our community's role in the U.S.-Korea relations. During each conference, at least 10 members of Congress joined the program and over 200 congressional offices are engaged on the Korean American issues by conference attendees from all across the country. To bolster grassroots participation in local communities, KACE also has hosted regional seminars in places with a significant Korean American population, such as the Bay Area, Southern California, Texas, Illinois, Seattle, Virginia, New York, and New Jersey since 2015.
미국서 사는 유태인들이 전 세계의 유태인들의 안위를 책임진다, 이런 생각으로 살고 있답니다. 여러분, 우리 이 정치력 결집과 신장, 그래서 권익보호, 이런 게 사실 각오는요, 전 세계의 한인들의 안전을 비주동포가 보호한다, 이런 메시지가 있습니다. 미국의 힘으로 지켜내는 거죠. 뉴욕이 선두입니다. 그렇기 때문에 지금 우리는 뉴욕뿐만 아니라 전국에 있는 한인사회의 정치력 신장하는 운동을 책임있게 생각해야 된다, 이런 각오로 있습니다. 우리가 그래서 전국에 있는 한인들을 1년에 한 번씩 워싱턴에 모으는 일, 이것도 뉴욕 동포 여러분들이 같이 하시는 일입니다. 세 번째, 600여 명이 모였기 때문에 어떻게 해서든지 뉴욕 동포들이 미주 지역의 한인들을 책임지고 한국을 보호할 수 있고 또 전 세계의 한인들을 미국의 힘으로, 워싱턴의 영향력을 가지고 미국이 전 세계에 흩어져 있는 우리 민족 그 재원을, 민족 역량을 보존하는 것, 얼마나 가슴 벅찬 일입니까? 사실 이 일을 하면서 이렇게 크게 생각할 때마다 힘이 나고요, 스스로 격려되는 일입니다. 여러분 정말 고맙습니다. 이렇게 이해해 주시고요, 앞으로도 계속 끊임없이 성원해 주시기 부탁드리겠습니다.
Through the Korean American Grassroots Conferences of 2014 and 2015, KACE was affirmed by the potential and passion of first-generation Korean Americans. However, in order to establish a sustainable future for grassroots political empowerment of our community, it was necessary for the second generation's participation. Thus, the project for KAGCU, or Korean American Grassroots Conference for University Students, was born, following the 2015 KAGC. The goal was to create a college student program for the 2016 KAGC to be joined by over 100 Korean American college students from across the country. Especially in 2016, the 20th anniversary of Korean American Civic Empowerment's founding, the significance for a national college student program stood out even more. After an extensive outreach effort, KACE hosted the inaugural KAGCU Leadership Summit in Midtown Manhattan. Together with 53 student leaders from 23 universities, KACE kicked off its college student program in January 2016. Over the 2 days of the summit, the students were educated on grassroots civic leadership and shared their organization's activities on campus. With the consensus on the needs for the Korean American students to be more actively engaged in public affairs on campus, the students concluded the summit by planning to run voter registration drives at school throughout the spring semester in light of the 2016 presidential election. From February to May, KACE assisted over 1,000 first-time college student voters through on-campus voter registration drives at Harvard, Wellesley, Emory, Georgia Tech, UC Berkeley, Ohio State University, UCLA, USC, UCSD, Northwestern, and University of Illinois in collaboration with over 25 student organizations. KACE also hosted a seminar on the topic of civic participation as Korean American students with professors and elected officials in the area. Through such campus outreach programs, KACE was able to develop this. In July 2016, the third annual Korean American Grassroots Conference included the KAGCU under the common goals of furthering grassroots civic engagement. The first ever national conference, KAGCU, was joined by over 200 students from 63 schools nationwide. The overwhelming level of interest even called for an application process for attendees. Over the 3 days of the conference, the students enjoyed the opportunity to meet with role models such as Korean American civic leaders and professionals serving in the executive branch and Congress, as well as getting to meet the representatives of their respective hometowns to discuss various issues of the Korean American community at large. Furthermore, in light of the upcoming presidential election, the students had a chance to meet with senior officials from both the Democratic and Republican presidential campaigns to discuss policy platforms. The inaugural National Conference for Korean American college students was a tremendous success, with many students determined to further their civic engagement in their schools and local communities. On September 27th, the 2016 National Voter Registration Day, 10 of the schools within the KAGCU network hosted an independent voter registration drive on campus as part of KACE's Voter Registration Challenge. As such, KAGCU is gradually taking its roots among Korean American students.
미국 사회는 다민족 연합국가입니다. 이 다민족 연합국가에서 가장 중요한 것은 누가 자신의 목소리를 잘 내고 얼마만큼 참여를 잘 하는가에 달려 있는데, 우리 앞서서 미국 사회에서 인정받고 존경받는 모든 커뮤니티가 80% 이상 유권자 등록을 하고 80% 이상 투표에 참여를 합니다. 우리가 숫자가 적기 때문에 소수가 아니고 바로 그러한 참여와 자신의 권리와 의무를 다하는 이런 참여 활동을 하지 않았기 때문에 우리가 이방인이고 소수라는 것을 스스로 알아야 된다고 봅니다. 이제는 더 이상 소수라는 딱지를 떼고 미국 사회에서 당당한 주류로서 인정받고 존경받는 그런 커뮤니티가 되기 위해서 약속합시다. 앞으로 10년 동안 80% 유권자 등록, 80% 투표하는 미국 사회에서 인정받고 존경받는 그런 한인 커뮤니티가 되도록 저도 열심히 노력하고 저희 기관도 노력하고 여기에 계신 우리 동포 모두 함께 노력해서 다음 세대에게 한 단계 발전된 그런 한인 커뮤니티를 물려주기 위해서 함께 노력합시다.
제가 이민 온 지 30년이 됐는데 30년 동안 여러 단체를 제가 관여를 했었습니다. 그 중에서 최고의 단체가 어떤 거냐고 꼽으라면 저는 단연코 시민참여센터라고 하겠습니다. 왜냐하면 이런 미국의 정치 작동 방식을 하는 유일한 그러한 단체이기 때문입니다. 여러분들에게 제가 주장하고 싶습니다. 참여해 주십시오. 시민참여센터 후원해 주십시오. 후원자로서 후원해 주십시오. 그래서 훗날 우리의 자식들이, 우리의 손자, 손녀들이 그들이 기대고 비빌 수 있는 그런 비빌 언덕을 한번 마련하는 데 같이 동참합시다. 감사합니다.